silent, and the hunched quarters of rabbits were living invisible down to the slow black, crow black, fishing boat bobbing sea.
The houses are blind as moles, though moles see fine tonight, they're in the snouting velvet dingles. Or blind as Captain Cat, they're in the muffled middle by the pump and the town clock. Shops in mourning, welfare hall in widow's weeds.
And all the people of the lulled and dumbfound town are sleeping now.
Hush.
The babies are sleeping, the farmers, the fishers,
the tradesmen and pensioners,
the cobbler, schoolteacher, postman and publican,
The fact taker and the underwoman.
Drunkard, dressmaker, preacher, policeman.
the webfoot coffee woman and tidy wives. Young girls lie bedded soft or glide in their dreams, with rings and trousseau. Bridesmaided by glowworms down the aisles of the organ playing woods.
The boys who dream on wicked, or of the bucking march of the night, the jolly roger of the sea.
And the anthracite statues of the horses asleep in the fields, and the cows in the briars, and the dogs in the wet-nosed yards, and the cats nap on slant corners or loped slides, streaking and needling into the one cloud of roofs.
You can hear the dew falling and the hushed town breathing. Only your eyes are close to see the black and folded town, far and slow asleep.
You alone can hear the invisible starfall, the darkest before dawn minutely dubious stir of the black dab-filled sea weather. Arethusa, the curlew and the skylark.
The Zanzibar, Rhiannon, the Rover, the Cormorant, and the Star of Wales, Tilt and Bride.
It's night moving in the streets. The processional salt, slow, musical wind in Coronation Street and Cockle Row.
It is the grass growing on Clergup Hill, dew falls, star falls, asleep with birds in Milkwood. Listen, it is night in the chill squat chapel, hymning in bonnet and brooch and bombazine black. Butterfly choker, bootlace bow, coughing like nanny goats, sucking meat toast, waterminking hallelujah. Night in the fore ale, quiet as a domino, and Ocky Milton's loft like a mouse with gloves.
In dye-bread bakery, flying like black flour.
It is tonight in Donkey Street, trotting silent with seaweed on its hooves along the cobbled cobbles, past curtained fern pot, text and trinket, harmonium, holy dresser, watercolours done by hand, china dog, and rosy tin tea caddy.
Neddying among the snuggeries of babies.
Look. It is night, doubly royally winding through the coronation cherry trees.
tumbling by the sailor's arms with wings folded. Dews doth tumbling by the sailor's arms.
Time passes.
listen,
Time passes. Come closer now.
Only you can hear the houses sleeping in the streets, in the slow, deep salt and silent black bandaged night.
Only you can see in the blinded bedrooms, the cotton petticoats over the chairs, the jugs and basins, the glasses of tea, thou shalt not on the wall, and the yellow and dicky bear watching pictures of the dead. Only you can hear and see behind the eyes of the sleepers, the movement in countries and mazes and colours, and dismays and rainbows and tunes and wishes, and despairs and fighting for, and big seas of their dreams.
From where you are, you can hear their dreams. Captain Cat, the retired blind sea captain, asleep in his bunk, in the seashell, ship in a bottle, ship-shaped, best Canada schooner house. Dreams of.
Never such seas as any that swamped the deck of the SS Kidbelly, bellying over bedclothes and jellyfish slippering, sucking him down deep into the daily dark.
With the fish come biting out and nibbling down the wishbone, and the long drown nuzzle up to him.
Remember me, Captain?
You're dancing, William.
I lost my step in Nantucket.
You see me, Captain. The white bone talking. I'm Tom Fred, the donkey man. We shared the same girl once. Her name was Mrs. Probert.
Rosie Probert, 33 Duck Lane. Come on up, boy, I'm dead.
Hold me, Captain, I'm Jonah Jarvis. Come to Abaddon, very weary.
Alfred Pomeroy Jones, sea lawyer, born in Mumbles, sung like a linnet, crowned with a flagoon, tattooed with mermaids, first like a dredger, died of blisters.
Skull at your ear hole. It's
Curly Bevan, tell my auntie it's me who pawned the Omaloo clock.
Aye, Curly. Tell my missus, no, I never.
I never done what she said I never.
Yes, they did.
And who brings coconuts and shawls and parrots to my Gwen now?
how's it about?
Is there rum and lava bread?
Bosoms and ribbons.
Concertinas,
Ebenezer's bell.
Fighting on onions.
Sparrows and daisies.
Tiddlers in a jam jar.
buttermilk and whippets.
Rockabye baby.
Washing on the line.
And old girls in the snug.
How's it house and Dara?
Who milks the cows in my square?
eyes like glow lamps and scooping low over a lonely, loving, hot water-bottled body.
My fan where price.
Mr. Edwards.
I am a draper, mad with love. I love you more than the flannelette and calico, candlewick, dimity, crash and merino, trousseau, cretonne, crepon, muslin, poplin, ticking and twill, in the whole clockhole of the world. I have come to take you to my emporium on the hill, where your change hums and wires. Throw away little bed socks and your Welsh wool as a jacket. I will warm the sheets like an electric toaster. I will lie by your side like the Sunday roast.
I shall knit you a wallet to forget my light blue, for the money to be comfy. And I shall warm your heart by the fire, and slip it in under your vest when the shop is closed.
My fan where, before the mice gnaw at your bottom drawer, will you say?
Yes, Mug. Yes, Mug. Yes, yes, yes.
And all the bells of the hills of the town shall ring for our wedding.
And in the pink-eyed cottage, next the undertaker, lies alone, 17 stone old, Mr. Waldo. Rabbit catcher, barber, herbalist, cat doctor, quack. Fat, pink hands, palms up over the edge of a patchwork quilt. His black boots neat and tidy in the washing basin. His bowler on a nail above the bed. Milk stout and a slice of cold bread pudding under the pillow. And, dripping in his arm, he dreams of.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy went all the way home to
Waldo! Waldo!
Yes, Bloodwin, love.
What all the neighbours say. All the neighbours.
Who are Mrs. Waldo? What she puts up with?
Never should have married.
If she didn't have to.
Send us her mother.
And there's husband for you.
That is his father.
And you know where he ended?
Up in the asylum.
Crying for his mom.
Every Saturday.
He hasn't got along.
Carrying on.
With that Mrs. B.T. Morris.
Up in the quarry.
Oh, I haven't seen her baby.
He's got his nose.
Oh, it makes my heart bleed.
What to do for drink?
So the pianola.
Add a sewing machine.
Falling in the gutter.
Talking to the lamppost.
Using language.
Singing in the W.
Poor Mrs. Waldo.
Oh, Waldo. Waldo.
Hush, love, hush. I'm widower Waldo now.
Waldo! Waldo!
Yes, Arlo.
What do the neighbours say? What do the neighbours?
Black as a chimney. Ringing doorbells.
Breaking windows.
Making my pies.
Stealing currants.
Chalking where?
Saw him in the bushes.
Playing with chins.
Send him to bed without any supper.
Give him a tennis. Look him in the dark.
Off to reformatory.
Off to the reformatory.
Learning with a slipper on his BTN. Waldo! Waldo! What are you doing with our Matty?
Give us a kiss, Matty Richards.
Give us a penny, lad.
I only got a halfpenny.
Lips is our penny.
Will you take this woman, Matthew Richards?
Dulcie Prothero.
Effie Bevan.
Lil the Glee Pub.
Mrs. Forshaw. Lord Van Bowen.
To be your awful wedded wife.
No! No! No!
Now, in her iceberg white, heavily laundered brilliant nightgown, and the virtuous polo sheets, her spruced and scoured, dustifying bedroom, in trig and trim bay view, a house for paying guests, and, at the top of the town, Miss Ogmore Pritchard, widow twice of Mr. Ogmore, linoleum, retired, and Mr. Pritchard, veiled bookmaker.
Be maddened by bezelment, swabbing and scrubbing, the voice of the vacuum cleaner and fume of polish, ironically swallowed disinfectant, fidgets in a rinsed sleep, wakes in a dream and nudges in the ribs, dead Mr. Ogmore, dead Mr. Pritchard, ghostly on either side.
Mr. Ogmore, Mr. Pritchard, it is time to inhale your balsam.
Oh, Mrs. Ogmore!
Oh, Mrs. Pritchard.
Soon it'll be time to get up. Tell me your tasks. In order. I must put my pyjamas in a drawer marked pyjamas.
I must take my cold bath, which is good for me.
I must wear my flannel band to ward off sciatica.
I must dress behind the curtain and put on my apron.
I must blow my nose.
In the garden, if you please.
In a piece of tissue paper which I afterwards burn.
I must take my salts, which are nature's friend.
I must boil the drinking water because of germs.
I must make my herb tea, which is free from tannin.
And have a charcoal biscuit, which is good for me.
I may smoke one pipe of asthma mixture.
In the woodshed, if you please.
And dust the parlour and spray the canary.
I must put on my rubber gloves and search the peak for fleas.
I must dust the blinds, and then I must raise them.
And before you let the sun in, mind it wipes its shoes.
Hibbert Vineyard, Gosler Vineyard, daughter, schoolteacher, dreaming deed. Daisy Ferris under a fluttering hammock of chicken feathers in a slaughterhouse with chintz curtains and a three-piece suite, and finds, with no surprise, a small, rough, ready man with a bushy towel winking in a paper carrier.
At last, my love.
cries Gosmer Binion as the tower hangs rude and ginger. Cries Morgan, organist in his dreams.
There is perturbation and music in Coronation Street. All the spouses are honking like geese, and the baby is singing opera. PC at Terry's has got its children out and is playing cadenzas by the pump. The carlsons in the middle ring like reindeer, and on the roof of Under Villa, see the women's welfare hooping.
And how about the Salt Lake Farm? Misty Trouble cancel all night. The white-faced sheep is doing the fences on the hill. Smiling and being interesting, just like Mr. Seatow.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
Or King Upton down to sleep in Cotton Street is emptying his chest into the dewy river,
Regardless of expense.
and weeping like a funeral.
And Cheerio next door lifts the tankard to his lips, but nothing flows out of it. He shakes the tankard. It turns into a fish. He drinks the fish.
PC artillery lumps out of bed, dead to the dark, and still foghorning. He drags his helmet from under the bed, but deep in the backyard locker of his sleep, a mean voice murmurs,
You'll be sorry for this in the morning.
and he heave-hoes back to bed. His helmet swashes in the dark.
Willy-nilly postman, asleep upstream, walks 14 miles to deliver post, as he does every day of the night. And, rat-tat-tat, hard and sharp on Mrs. Willy-nilly. Whips his wife appetite, but every night in her married life she has been late for school. Sinbad sailors over the tap room of the Sailor's Arms, hugs his damp pillow whose secret name is Gosmer Binion. A mogul catches loose malls in the washhouse.
You old mogul. Mrs. Rose, cot of his eldest, May, pulls off her pink and white skin in a furnace, in a tower, in a cave, in a waterfall, and waits there towards an onion. Mr. White seek up the tall burning hollow, splash of leaves, like a brilliant tin trout. Call me Dolores, as they do in the stories.
Alone until she dies, Bessie Bighead, hired help, born in the workhouse, smelling of the cowshed, and snores bass and gruff on a couch of straw in a loft in Salt Lake Farm, and picks a posy of daisies in a Sunday meadow to put on the grave of Golma Owen, who kissed her once by the pigsties when she wasn't looking, and never kissed her again, although she was looking all the time.
And the inspectors of cruelty fly down into Mrs. Butcher Binion's dream to persecute Mr. Binion for selling
Owl meat, dog size, man chop.
Mr. Binion butchers bloody apron, spring heels down Coronation Street, a finger, not his own, in his mouth, straight-faced in his cunning sleep. He pulls the legs of his dreams and,
Hunting on pigback, shoots down the wild giblets.
my, foxy darling.
Now behind the eyes and secrets of the dreamers in the streets, sleep by the sea, see the...
Tibbets and topsy-turvies, bobs and button-tops, bags and bones, ash and rind, dandruff and nail parings, saliva and snowflakes, and the molted feathers of dreams, the wrecks and sprats and shells and fish bones, whale juice and moonshine, and the small salt fry dished up by the hidden sea.
The owls are hunting. Look, over Bethesda graveyard, one hoots and swoops and catches a mouse by Hannah Reeves, beloved wife. And in Coronation Street, which you alone can see, it is so dark under the chapel in the skies, the Reverend Eli Jenkins, poet, preacher, turns in his towards dawn sleep and dreams of.
I stead for I.
He intricately rhymes to the rhythm of the cross and the pipcorn, all night long in his druid CD90, with beer tents black with parches.
Mr. Pugh, schoolmaster, fastens asleep, pretends to be sleeping. Finds Foxy outdoes his nightcap and whistles up,
Murder!
Mrs. Morgan, glowed grey like a dormouse, her paws to her ears conjures...
Silence!
She sleeps where he dogs it in a cove of wool, and trumpeting Morgan at her side snores no louder than a spider.
Mary Ann Sailors dreams of.
The Garden of Eden.
She comes in her smock frock and cloth.
Away from the cool, cool kitchen, and the Sunday school pictures on a whitewashed wall, and the farmer's almanac hung above the settle, and the side of bacon on the ceiling hooks goes down the path to the apple pie kitchen garden, ducking under the dipper's clothes post, catching her apron on the black currant bushes, past bean rows, onion beds, and tomatoes ripening on the wall towards the old man playing the orchard. She sits down next to him, turning out green peas that grew from her lap, through her frock that brushes on the dew. In Donkey Street, so fair for sleep, dark red, fully darter, no dawn is about to be. And dream of
Irene.
babies. Snuff them.
Time passes. Listen. Time passes. An elf flies home past Bethesda to a chapel in an oak. The dawn inches up.
Stand on this hill. This is Claregib Hill. Old as the hills, high, cool and green. And from this small circle of stones, made not by druids, but by Mrs. Binion's Billy, you can see all the town below you, sleeping in the first of dawn. You can hear the lovesick wood pigeons, mooning in bed. A dog barks in his sleep farmyards away. The town ripples like a lake in the waking haze.
The principalities of our sky lighter now, over our green hills, into spring morning, larked, crowed and belling.
Who pulls the town hall bell rope but blind Captain Cat? One by one the sleepers are rung out of sleep this one morning, as every morning. And soon you shall see the slow, up-flying snow as Captain Cat, in sailor's cap and sea boots, announces today with his loud get out of bed bell.
The Reverend Eli Jenkins of the house grows out of bed and sits preacher's lap, has his sparse white hair, to get to wash, has barefoot downstairs and opens his front door. Standing in the doorway, looking out at the day and up at the eternal hill, hearing the sea rake and the jab of birds, remembers his own verses and tells them softly, empty Coronation Street, which is rising and raising its blinds.
Dear Gwalia, I know there are towns lovelier than ours, and fairer hills and loftier far, and groves more full of flowers, and bosquier woods more blithe with spring, and bright with birds adorning, and sweeter bards than I to sing, their praise is beauteous morning, by Caria Iris tempest torn, or moiled to woefulest glory. Craigip Hill a molehill seems, a pygmy to a giant, a tiny dingless Milkwood, by growing grove neath Gronga, and let me choose, and oh, I should love all my life and longer, to stroll among the trees and stray, in Goosecock Lane and Donkey Down, and hear the dewy sing all day long, and never, never leave the town.
The Reverend Eli Jenkins closes his front door. His morning service is over.
Now, woken at last by the out-of-bed, sleepy head, Polly put the kettle on town hall bell. Lily Smalls, Mrs. Binion's treasure, comes down the stairs from a dream of royalty.
Who all night long went larking with her bowl of sauce in the Milkwood dark, and put the kettle on the primary spring in Mrs. Benion's kitchen, who looks at herself in Mr. Benion's shaving glass over the sink and sees,
Oh, there's a thing. Where'd you get that hair from? Got it from an old tomcat. Give it back then, love. Oh, there's a thing. Where'd you get that nose from, Lily? Got it from my father, silly. You've got it on upside down. Oh, there's a frog. Look at your complexion. Oh, no, you look. Needs a bit of makeup. Needs a veil. Oh, there's glamour. Where'd you get that smile, Lou? Never you mind, girl. Nobody loves you. That's what you think. Who is it loves you? Shan't tell. Go on, Lily. Cross your heart, then. Cross my heart.
And very softly, her lips almost touching the reflection, she breathes the name and clouds the shaving glass.
Lily? Yes, Mum?
where's my tea, girl?
Where'd you think in the cat box? Coming up, Mum.
Mr. Q in the schoolhouse opposite takes up my tea Smith's key and whispers on the stairs.
Here's your last nick, dear. And your wee kind of biscuit. I've throttled your parrot, I've spat in the barn, I've got cheese and mouse. Here's your nasty, dear.
Too much sugar.
I haven't even tasted it yet, dear.
Too much milk, then. Has Mr. Jenkins sent poetry yet?
Yes, dear.
Then it's time to get up. Hand me my glasses. No, not my reading glasses. I want to look out. I want to see.
Lily Smalls the treasure, down on her red knees, washing the front step.
She's tucked her dress into her bloomers. Off the baggage.
P.C. Artilleries, up the board, barge booted, stamping out behind clouds in his heavy beef red hat, black brown under his damp helmet.
He's going to arrest Mulligata. Mark my words.
What for, dear?
For having babies.
And lumbering down towards the strand, see that sea is still there.
Marianne Sailors opening her bedroom window above the tap room and calling out to the heavens.
I'm 85 years, 3 months and a day.
pushing in my shirt tails, button in my waistcoat. Fingers are buttoned. Why can't we sew them? No time for breakfast. Nothing for breakfast. There's wives for you.
Me, this is Divert one. Captain shawls, no old corset. Nice to be comfy. Nice to be nice. Clogging on the cobbles to stare at a neighbour. Oh, Mrs. Sarah, could you spare us a loaf, love? Divert forgot the bread. There's a lovely morning. How's your boils this morning? Isn't that good news now? Chases it down. Ta, Mrs. Sarah.
Me, Mrs. Divert, gypsy to kill in a silky scarlet petticoat above my knees. Dirty, convenient. See my bodice in my petticoat, brown as a berry, high-heeled shoes with one heel missing. Tortoise shell comb in my bright back, slinky hair. Nothing else at all but a dab of scent blowing gaudy at the doorway. Tell your fortune in the tea leaves, scarlet at the sunshine, lighting up my pipe.
Me, low-cut glass, in an old frock coat belonged to Eli Jenkins, and a pair of postman's trousers from Fez the Jumble, running out of empty doors to slops. Mind there, Rover, then run back again. Tick-tock.
Me, no good boy, up to no good in the wash house.
Me, Miss Price. In my pretty pink house coat, decked at the clothesline, nasty as a jenny wren. Then pip back to making it cosy. My crisp toast fingers, my homemade lemon batter pads.
Me, Polygata, under the washing line, giving the breast in the garden to my funny new baby. Nothing grows in our garden, only washing and babies. And where do their fathers live, my love? Over the hills and far away. You're looking up at me now. I know what you're thinking. You poor little milky creature. You're thinking you're no better than you should be, Polly. And that's good enough for me. Oh, isn't life a terrible thing? Thank God. Now, frying pans fit, kettles and hats purr in the kitchen. The town house has seaweed and breakfast all the way down from Bayview, where Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard, in a smock and turban, big bezelling to engage the dust,
Picks her starchless bread and sips her lemon rind tea to Bottom Cottage, where Mr. Waldo, in bowler and bib, gobbles his bubble and squeak and kips and swigs from a sauce bottle. Mary Ann Sailors.
Praise the Lord who invented porridge.
Mr. Pugh.
Remembers round glasses, he juggles his omelets.
Mrs. Pugh. Nat's the salt cellar. Willy-nilly postman.
Down a long bucket of black ruffled skis, going out bandies and flapping back when twitch and breeze their tea soaked off.
Mrs. Willy-nilly.
Full of tea for a double twin memories and bubbles over her, foaming the kettles on a hissing hot range, always ready to steam over the pail.
Reverend Eli Jenkins.
Find the diamonds, it's a penniless gold comb.
Blue cut glass in the speaking kitchen.
Scampers and pops clock, a bunch of cockies in one hand, a fishnet in the other.
Captain Catton's galley.
Line and fine fingers, save us his sea cry.
Mr. and Mrs. Cherry sat down to the last night's supper. Abundance followed with an overcoat, and broth of spice, and bakery, and leeks and birds.
You see, that's what on the wall by the picture of Auntie Blossom. That's where you do the bagels. You always miss me, by the way. I always miss Auntie Blossom, too.
Remember last night, 10-year-old my boy, drunk from the deep with a big red box on a fish shell.
And you looked at me and you said, God has called. And all to the boat you went, sprawling and falling. Give us a kiss then. Then you sang better than Heather and May. I always sing bread of heaven.
And then you did up a little down to the table.
And then you cried like a baby. So you were poor drunk off with no one to go. And what did I do next? And then you danced on the table all over again and said you were King Solomon. And I was your position. And then I got you into bed. And you snored all night like a brewery.
From Bine and Butcher's in Coronation Street, the smell of fried up silos out of onions on his breath. And in the dark breakfast room behind the shop, Mr. and Mrs. Bynum waiting upon by their treasure. Enjoy, between bites, their every morning hallelujah. And Mrs. Bynum slips gristly bits under the tasseled tablecloth in her back end.
She likes the liver, Ben.
She ought to best as her brothers.
Oh, did you hear that, Lily?
Yes, Mum.
Greeting pusscat.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, you cat butcher.
Was doctor's mine?
What's that got to do with it?
Yesterday we had mole.
Oh!
Monday otter. Tuesday shrew.
Go on, Mrs. Bunyan. He's the biggest layer in town. Don't you dare say that about Mr. Bunyan. Mr. Bunyan never lies, do you, Ben?
No best. And now I'm going out after the corgis with my little cleaver.
Up the street in the Sailor's Arms, Sinbad Sailors, grandson, Mary Ann Sailors, George a pint in the sunlit bar. The ship's cook in the bar says 11:30. 11:30 is opening time. The hands of the clock have stayed that way for 50 years. It's always open time in Sailor's Arms.
Here's to me, Sinbad.
Noses are white, heads picked, hair combed, paws scrubbed, ears boxed, and the children are strolled off to school.
Fishermen grumble through their necks. No good bloke was out in the dingy Zanzibar. Ships the oars, drift slowly in the dab-filled bay. And lying on his back in the unbelled water, among crabs' legs and tangled lines, looks up at the spring sky.
I don't know who's up there, and I don't care. He turns his head and looks up at Cloregan Hill, and sees, among the green leather trees and the white houses of the strewn-away farms, where farm boys whistle, dogs shout, cows low, but all too far away for him, or you, to hear. And down in the town, the shops squeak open. Mr. Mark Edwards, in a butterfly collar and straw hat, at the doorway of Manchester House, measures with his eye the bedaubed vine, the striped flannel shirts and shrouds, and flowery blouses, and bellows in the darkness behind his eye.
I love Miss Price.
Sold the post office. A carder's wife's market for the fowls and the farmer. Milk checks back to 1 and an open window schooner house flying captain packages all morning for town.
Maggie Richards, Vicky Reese, Tommy Powell, Arsal, Little Joey, Billy Swansea with the dog's voice, one of Mr. Waldo's, Nasty Humphrey, Jackie with the sniff, where's Dickie Albie and the voice from Taipan? Perhaps they got that rash again. Somebody's hit Maggie Richards. 2 to 1, it's Billy Swansea. Never trust the boy that barks. Right again, it's Billy.
And the children's voices cry away.
Willy-nilly knocking at bay view. Rat-tat-tat, very soft. That knocker's got a kid glove on. Who sent a letter to Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard?
Good morning, Ogmore Pritchard. Good morning, postman. Who's left you all the way from Bothwell? A gentleman wants to study birds. And can you have accommodations to it? About vegetarian? No. You really know the house in Ogmore Pritchard. I'd be out in the morning, bang the door with a bag for a common little telescope.
And come home at all hours, covered with feathers. I don't care if it's in my nice clean room, breathing all over the chair.
Cross my ass, won't breathe.
And putting their feet on my carpets and sneezing on my china and sleeping in my sheets.
You only want a single bed, Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard.
And back she goes to the kitchen to polish the potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Mrs. Rowe's cottage. What's today? Today she receives a letter from an aunt in Goslas. How's the twins' teeth? He's stopping the schoolhouse.
Good morning, Mrs. Pugh. Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard won't have a gentleman in from Bothwell who'll sleep in her sheets. Miss Rowe's cottage sisters and Goslas twins need something else.
Give me the parcel.
It's for Mr. Pugh, Mrs. Pugh.
Never you mind. What's inside it?
A book with lives of great poisoners.
That's Manchester.
Good morning, Mr. Edwards. Very small news. Miss Ogmore Pritchard won't have hers in the house. And Mr. Pugh's got booking out to Mrs. Pugh.
Have you got the letter from her?
Miss Price loves you with all her heart. Smelling of lavender today. She down to last the elderflower wine put the quince young bearing up. And she's knitting roses in all the doilies. Last week, she sold 3 dark raw sweets, a pound of humbug, half a box of jelly babies, and 6 coloured photos of crayon. And yours forever, 21 X's.
Oh, willy-nilly. She's a ruby. Here's my letter. Put it into her hand now.
Mr. Waldo, hurrying to the Sailor's Arms. Pint of stout with an egg in it. There's a letter.
It's not the turn, sounds Mr. Waldo.
Quick, Sinbad, punch up and no egg in.
Can't quite hear what the women around the pump are gathering. Same as ever, I suppose. Who black and who's eye, who's having whose baby. Seen Holly Carter giving a belly an airing. There should be a law. Seen Mrs. Banyan's new mauve jumper. It's her old grey one died. Who's dead, who's dying? Oh, the cost of soap flakes. Morgan's at it early. You can tell it's spring. Ocky milkman on his round. This I will say. His milk's as fresh as the dew. Half dew it is. Snuffle on Ocky, watering the town. Somebody's coming. Now the voices around the pump can see somebody's coming. sound of the hush that it's Polly Carter. Hello, Polly. Who's there?
Me, love.
It's Polly Carter. Hello, Polly, my love. Can you hear the dumb-goose hiss of the wives as they huddle, peck, and flounce at one away? Who cuddled you when? Which of their gandering hubbies moaned in Milkwood for your naughty motherly arms and body like a wardrobe glove? Scrub the floors of welfare hall for the Mothers' Union social dance. Your one mother who won't wriggle her roly-poly bum or pat her fat buttery feet to the wedding ring holy two-night waltzing breadwinners snatched from the cozy smoke of the sailor's arms with gristle and Too late, cock. Too late.
But the town's half over with its morning. Morning's busy as bees.
In Mrs. Olga Morgan's general shop where everything is sold. Custard, buckets, head-out wrap-ups, shrimp nets, sugar stuffs, Betty paraffin, hatchets, whistles.
Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard.
La-dee-da.
That's a man in both Wales.
And he got a little telescope to the birds.
Willie, he said.
Remember our first husband?
He looked at them and just through the keyhole.
And he used to shout, tally-ho!
But Mr. Ogmore was a proper gentleman.
Even though he hanged his collie.
See Mrs. Butch Binion?
She said, Butch Vines still to me later.
Go on, he's coming there. Now don't you tell her that there's a deal.
Because she thinks she'll be able to eat it, and that's nasty what they've done.
Look at that no good boy now.
Too lazy to wipe his snap.
Get out fishing every day. All he ever brought back was a Mrs. Samuels.
Been in the water a week. And look at Ducky Milkman's wife, who nobody's ever seen.
He hangs around the cupboard with the MPs. Nigger died bred with 2 wives.
One for the daytime and one for the night.
Men are preaching the choir.
How's Organ Morgan, Mrs. Morgan?
You look deadbeat. It's organ all the time with them.
Up till midnight playing the organ.
Oh, I'm a martyr to music.
Now, the sun springs down on a rough and tumbling town, catching the hedges of Gooseford Lane, cuffing the birds to sing. Spring winds screaming down on Cockle Grove, and the shells ring out. Corrected this snow for the morning is wild fruit and warm. The streets, fields, sands, and water sprinting in the young sun.
Spring stirs go from a vine, school mistress like a spoon.
Oh, what can I do? I'll never be refined if I twitch.
Sun and Greenbury's ship, Captain Cat, sea memory again.
No! I'll take the latte! By God, who's captain here? Parlez-vous, chic, madame?
Mary Ann Sailor says softly to herself as she looks out at Clarrigan Hills in the bedroom where she was born.
It is spring in Clarrigan, and the sun in my old age. This is the chosen land.
And at willy-nilly the postman's kitchen. Mrs. Willy-nilly steams open Mrs. Mogg Edwards' letter to Miss Baffarin Price and reads it aloud to willy-nilly.
From Manchester House, Corrigan, Sorrel Croft, Mr. Mogg Edwards, Linton Club. Linen Draper, Harvard Asher. Master Taylor, costumer for West End. Negligee, lingerie, tea gowns, evening dress. Trousseau, layette, also ready to wear for all occasions. Economically outfitting for agricultural employment. Our speciality. Wardrobes, boudoir, among our satisfied customers. Ministers of religion and JPs fitting by appointment. Our speciality. Advertising weekly into the Bugle. Beloved Nathaniel Price, my bride in heaven.
I love you until death do us part, and then we shall be together forever and ever. A new parcel of ribbons have come from Carmarthen today, all the colours of the rainbow. I wish I could tie a ribbon in your hair, a white one, but it cannot be. I dreamed last night you were all dripping wet, and you sat on my lap. Reverend Eli Jenkins went down the street. I see you got a mermaid on your lap, he said, as he lifted his hat. He is a proper Christian. Not like that Cherry Owen. He said I should have phoned you back, he said. Business is very poorly. Holly garters or tuna garters with roses. but she never got stockings, so what's the use, I say? Mr. Waldo tried to sell me a woman's nightie outside. He says he found it, but we know where. I sold a packet of pins to Tom the sailor to pick his teeth. If this goes on, I shall be in the workhouse. My heart is in your bosom, and yours is in mine. May God be with you always, my Fanway Price, and keep his lovely for me in his heavenly mansion. I must stop now, and remain your eternal Mog Edwards.
And then noticed a message with a woman's stamp. Shop at Mog's.
And willy-nilly, rumbling, jockeys out to go to the three-seated chapel of the House of Commons, in the back, where the hen sweeps and sees in sudden springshine
Herring gulls heckling down to the harbour, where the fishermen spit and prop the morning up, and eye the fishy sea smooth to the sea's end as it lolls in blue. But with blue lazy eyes, the fishermen gaze at milk, mild, whispering water, with no ruck or ripple, as though it blew great guns and serpents and typhooned the town.
Too rough for fishing today.
And they thank God and go to go for luck, most slow and silent as they make their way downhill from the still, still sea towards the sailors' arms of the children.
Spank and scamper rough, singing out to the schoolyard down to the Draggles Hill. Captain Cat at his window sings softly to himself the words of their songs.
Johnny Crack and Flossie Snell kept their baby and a took him well. Flossie Snell and Johnny Crack, one would put it out and one would put it back. It was my turn now, said Flossie Snell, to take the baby from the milking cow. And it's my turn now, said Johnny Crack, to slap it on the head and put it back. Johnny Crack and Flossie Snell kept their baby in a milking pail. One would put it out and one would put it back. And all that to drink was ale and stout. Johnny Crack and Flossie Snell always used to say that stout and ale was good for a baby in a milking pail.
The music of spears is heard distinctly over Milkwood. It is the rustle of spring.
There's a party in the the graveyard, games at knuckles.
Vegetables make love above the tenors.
Dogs about blue in the face. Miss Dogmore Pritchard belches in a teeny hanky and chases the sunlight with a fly whip, but even she cannot drive out the spring. From one of the finger bowls, a primrose grows.
Miss Divebread 1 and Miss Divebread 2 are sitting outside their house in Donkey Lane, one darkly, one plumply, blooming in the quick, dewy sun.
Mrs. Divebread 2 is looking into a crystal ball, which she holds in the lap of her dirty yellow petticoat, hard and dark against her hard, dark eyes.
Cost my pound with silver, up to our housekeeping money.
What do you see, Levy?
I see a feather bed with 3 pillows on it. There's a text above the bed. I can't read what it says. There's great clouds blowing. Now they have blown away. God is love, the text says.
That's our bed!
And now it's vanished. The sun's spinning like a top. And who's this coming out of the sun? It's a hairy little man with big pink lips. He's got a wall-eye.
It's thy bread!
Shh. The feather bed's floating back. The little man's taking his boots off. He's pulling his shirt over his head. Oh, he's beating his chest with his fist. Now he's climbing into bed. There's 2 women in bed.
Go on!
Oh, he looks at them both with his head cocked on one side. He's whistling through his teeth. Now he's gripping his little arms around one of the women.
Which one?
I can't see anymore. There's great clouds blowing again.
Back those mean old clouds!
The morning is all singing, and Reverend Eli Jenkins busy on his morning call. Stops outside the welfare hall to hear Polly Garter as he scrubs the floor for Mother's Union dance tonight.
I loved a man whose name was Tom. He was big as a bear and 2 yards long. And I loved a man whose name was Dick. He was strong as a bear
Sinbad sailors.
I dote on that Gossamer Banyan. She's a lady all over.
And Mr. Waldo, who is thinking a woman as soft as evil, and sharp as sciatica, shares his bread in bed, answers.
No lady that I know is.
And if only Grandma died, cross my heart, I'd go down on my knees, Mr. Waldo, and I'd say, Miss Gossamer, I'd say.
When birds do sing, hey, ding-a-ding-ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Polly Garter sings, still on her knees.
Tom, Dick and Harry were three fine men, and I'll never have such ding-a-ding again.
And the morning school is over, and Captain Cat, as Kellen Schooner's porthole opens to the spring sun tides, hears the naughty poor-fitting children tumble and rhyme on the cobbles.
When he called the boys, they make such a noise.
Boys, 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 come along to me.
Boys, 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 it's Gwenny where she says, I'll give her a penny. Go on, Gwenny!
Kiss me, goose goblin, or give me a penny. What's your name?
Billy.
Kiss me, goose goblin, Billy, or give me a penny, silly.
Granny, I kiss you in goose goblin. Now I haven't got to give you a penny.
Hey!
Boys, 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 it's Gwenny where she says, I'll give her a penny. Go on, Gwenny!
Kiss me, or Craig Peel, give me a penny. What's your name?
Johnny Christa.
Kiss me, or Craig Peel, Johnny Christa, or give me a penny, mister.
Gwenny, I'll kiss you on Craig of Hill. To give you a penny.
Boys, boys, it's Gwenny where she says, I'll give her a penny. Go on, Gwenny!
Kiss me, Milkwood, give me a penny. What's your name?
Dickie.
Kiss me, Milkwood, Dickie, or give me a penny, quickly.
Gwenny, I can't kiss you in Milkwood.
Gwenny, ask him why!
Why?
Because my mother says I mustn't.
Give me a penny.
Haven't got any.
And the shrill girls giggle and bluster as they clutch and they thrash and skrill, and he blubbers away downhill with his patch pants falling and his tears splash blush bed, all the way as they triumph with bird-like sisters, buttons on their claws hoot, and his bully brothers hoot after him his little lip blade.
Gossamer Banyan, high heels out of school. The sun hums down through the cotton flowers of her dress into the bed of her heart, and buzzes in the honey jar, and crunches and kisses lazy loving and boots in her red berry breast.
Eyes roll from the trees and winds of the streets, steaming gossamer, and stoop her twin nipples on the bees. She blazes naked past the sailor's arms, the only woman on Dry Adam's earth. Sinbad sailor places on her thighs, still dewlap from the mango and cockle gardens, his reverent goat-bearded hands.
I don't care if he is common.
She whispers to her Saturday deep self.
I want to gobble him up. I don't care if he does drop a nature. She tells the big being mother of the world, Eve Hip, spring of herself. So long as he's a cucumber and he...
Sinbad sailors watch they go by, all demure and proud and school mom in her crisp flower dress and sun-defined hat, with never a look or lilt or wriggle, the butcher's unmelting ice-maiden daughter veiled forever from the hungry husband's eyes.
Oh, Gossamer, why are you so proud?
He grieves to his Guinness.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful Gossamer bee. I wish that you were for me. I wish you were not so educated.
She feels his goat beard tickle her in the middle of the world like a tuft of wiry fire, and she turns in a terror of delight away from his whips and whiskery conflagration, and sits down in the kitchen to a plate heaped high with chips and the kidneys of lambs.
In the blind drawn, dark dining room of the schoolhouse, dusty and echoing as the dining room in a vault, Mr. and Mrs. Pugh are silent over cold grey cottage pie. Mr. Pugh reads as he folds his shroud meat in with Lives of the Great Poisoners.
He has found a plain brown paper cover round the book. Slyly between slow mouthfuls, he side pies up at Mrs. Pugh, poisons her with his eyes, then carries on reading. He underlines certain passages of the book and smiles in secret.
Persons with manners do not read at the table, says Mrs. Pugh. She swallows a digestive tablet as big as a horsewheel, washing it down with powdered pea soup water. Some persons are brought up in pigsties.
Bitterly she flicks dust off her broken cruet. It settles speckles on the pie and a fin in that rain.
Pigs don't read at the table, dear. Pigs can't read.
I know one who can. Alone in his hissing laboratory of his wishes, Mr. Pugh mints among bad backs and jeroboams, tiptoes through spinneys of murdering herbs, agony dancing in his crucibles.
And mixes, especially for Mrs. Pugh, a venomous porridge unknown to toxicologists, which will scald and viper through her until her ears fall off like figs, her toes grow big and black as balloons, and steam comes screaming out of her navel.
You know best, dear,
says Mr. Pugh, and as quick as a flash, he ducks her in rat soup. What is that book by your trunk, Mr. Pugh?
It's theological work, my dear. Lives the great saint.
Mrs. Pugh smiles, an icicle forms in the cold air of the dining hall.
I saw you talking to a saint this morning. Saint Polygata. She was martyred again last night. Mrs. Organ Morgan saw her talking to Mr. Waldo.
And when they saw me, they pretended they were looking for nests, said Mrs. Organ Morgan to her husband. Her mouth was full of fish and pelicans. But you don't go nesting in long combinations, I said to myself, like Mr. Waldo was wearing. And you're dressed nearly over your head like polygatas. Oh, they didn't fool me. One big bird gobble, flounder's gone. She licks her lips and goes stabbing again. And when you think of all those babies she's got, it isn't. Then all I can say, she better give up bird nesting, that's all I can say. It isn't the right kind of hobby at all for women who can't say no, even to midgets. Remember Bob Spit? He wasn't any bigger than a baby, and he gave her two. But they're two nice boys, I will say that. Fred Spit and Arthur. Sometimes I like Fred best, and sometimes I like Arthur. Who do you like best, Organ?
Oh, Bach. Without any doubt. Bach every time for me.
Organ Morgan, you haven't really listened to a word I said. It's Organ Organ all the time with you. She burst into tears, and in the middle of her salty howling, nimbly spits small flatfish and pelicans it whole.
And then Palestrina,
says Organ Morgan.
And I'll never have such loving again.
Pretty Polly hums and longs.
Now when farmers' boys on first fair day come down from the hills to drink and be gay, before the sun sinks I'll lie in their arms, for they're good bad boys from the lonely farms. But I always think, as we tumble into bed, of little Willie Wee, who is dead, dead, dead.
And the sunny, slow, lolling afternoon yawns and moves through the dolzy town. The sea lolls, laps and idles in, with fishes sleeping in its lap.
Persons with manners, snaps Mrs. Polpugh, do not nod at the table.
Mr. Pugh cringes away. He puts on a soft, soaping smile. It is sad and grey under the nicotine, eggy yellow, weeping walrus moustache, worn thick and long in memory of Dr. Crippen.
You should wait until you retire to your sty,
says Mrs. Pugh, sweet as a razor. His frawning, measly, quarter-smile freezes. Sly and silent, he foxes into his chemist's den, and there in a hiss and prussic circle,
With cauldrons and vials brimful of pots and black death. Nicotine hot frogs silently fat spit. Mixes for his kneeling stansight, hag and bednag of poker back, nutcracker wife.
Beg your pardon, my dear.
he murmurs with a wheedle.
Captain Cat at his window thrown wide to the sun, a slippery seat he held long ago when his eyes were blue and bright, sailing and voyaging, A-ringing and rolling. I love you, Rosie Probert, he had tattooed on his belly. He weeps as he sleeps and sails.
One voice of all he remembers most dearly as his dream buckets down. Lazy early Rosie with flaxen thatch, whom he shared with Tom Fred the Donkey Man and many other seamen. Clearly near to him speaks from the bedroom of her dust. In that golden haven, fleets by the dozens have anchored the little heaven of the night. But she speaks to Captain Nap in Cat alone, Mrs. Crowbar.
From Duck Lane, Jack, quack twice and ask for Rosie.
Is the one love of his sea life that was sardines with women.
What seas did you see, Tom Cat, in your sailoring days long, long ago? What sea beasts were in the wavery green when you were my master?
I tell you the truth, seas barking like seals, blue seas and green seas, seas covered with eels, and mermen and whales.
What seas did you sail, old whaler, when on the blubbery waves between Frisco and Wales you were my boatswain?
As true as I'm here, dear you, Tomcat's tart, you landlubber Rosie, my true sweetheart. Seas green as a bean, seas gliding with swans in the seal rocking.
What seas were rocking my little deckhand, my favourite husband, in your sea boots and hunger. My duck, my whaler, my honey, my daddy, my pretty sugar sailor with my name on your belly, when you were a boy, long, long ago.
I tell you no lies, the only sea I saw was the seesaw sea with you laid upon it. Lie down, lie easy, let me shipwreck in your dive.
Knock twice, Jack, at the door of my grave and ask for Rosie.
Rosie Prober.
Remember her, she is forgetting. The earth which filled her mouth is vanishing from her. Remember me, I have forgotten you. I am going into the darkness of the darkness forever. I have forgotten that I was ever born.
Look, says a child to a mother as they pass by the window of the schooner house. Captain Cat is crying. Captain Cat's crying.
Come back. Come back.
Up the silences and echoes of the passages of the eternal night. He's crying all over his nose, says the child. Mother and child move on down the street. He's got a nose like strawberries, the child says. And she sees him too. She sees in the still middle of Blue Bag Bay, no good boy fishing in the Zanzibar. No good boy gave me 3 pennies yesterday, but I wouldn't. The child tells her mother. Boy catches a well-fed corset, it is all he has caught all day.
Bloody funny fish!
Mrs. Liberty lifts up his mind slow-eyed, dressed only in a bangle.
She's wearing a nice gown. Would you like this nice red corset, Miss Red too?
No, I won't!
And a bite of my little apple?
He offers him no. She shakes her brass nightgown and he chafes her out of his mind. And when he comes gusting back, there, in the bloodshot centre of his eye, a geisha girl grins and bows in a kimono of rice paper.
I want to be a good boy, but nobody will let me.
He sighs as she rows slowly. The land fades, the sea floats silently away, and through the warm white cloud where he lies, silky, tingling, uneasy eastern music undoes him in a Japanese minute.
The afternoon buzzes like lazy bees round flowers round my own rose cottage, nearly asleep, full of nanny goats who hum gently about the sun, which blows love on a puffball.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. Oh, the dirty old fool.
Lazy, she lies alone in clover and sweetgrass. 17 and never been sweet in the grass. Ho, ho.
And the Reverend Eli Jenkins, inky in his cool front parlour or poem room, tells only the truth in his life work. The population, main industries, shipping, history, topography, flora and fauna of the town he worships in. The White Book of Gregor.
Portraits, there's bards and preachers, all fur and wool from the squints to the kneecaps. Hung over heavy as a sheep, next to faint lady watercolours of pale green milkwood, like a letter salad dime. His mother, propped against a potting palm, with her wedding ring waist and bust, like a black cloth dining table, suffers in her stays.
Oh, angels, be careful there with your knives and forks.
He prays. There is no likeness of his father, Esau, who, undog-collared because of his little weakness, was tied to the bone one harvest by mistake and sleeping with his weakness in the corn. He lost all ambition and died with one leg.
Poor dad.
Grieves the Reverend Eli.
To die of drink and agriculture.
Now the town is dusk. Each cobbled from Hughes and Newsbury Street is a throughfare of dust. And dust, and ceremonial dust, as the night ladies first darkening snow, and the sleeper beds. Clerigate is the town of dust.
Mrs. Ogmore Pritchard, at the first drop of the dusk shower, seals her sea-view doors, draws her germ-free blinds, sits, erect as a dry dream on a high-backed, hygienic chair, and wills herself to cold, quick sleep.
At once, at twice, Mr. Ogmore and Mr. Pritchard, who all dead day long have been gossiping like ghosts in the woodshed, planning the loveless destruction of their glass widow, reluctantly sighing sideways to her clean house.
You first, Mr. Ogmore.
After you, Mr. Pritchard.
No, Mr. Ogmore. You widows are first.
And in through the keyhole, with tears where their eyes once were, they ooze and grumble.
Husbands, she says in her sleep, there is acid love in her voice, born of the 2 shambling phantoms. Mr. Ogmore hopes that it's not him, so to Mr. Pritchard. I love you both.
Oh, Mrs. Ogmore!
Oh, Mrs. Pritchard.
Soon it'll be time to go to bed. Tell me your tasks, in order.
We must take our pyjamas from the drawer,
marked pyjamas.
And then you must take them off.
Down the bottom, layer of cotton to do a lining flavour. This is honey goes cheap. She'll circle the lipstick round her nipples.
I'm fast. I'm a bad lot. God will strike me dead. I'm 17. I'll go to hell.
She tells the goats.
You just wait. I'll sin till I blow up.
She lies deep, waiting for the worst to happen. The goats champ and sneer.
And so as always, besides the house, the Reverend Jenkins recites the Raven Hill, his sunset poem.
Every morning when I wake, dear Lord, a little prayer I make. Oh, please to keep thy lovely eye on all poor creatures born to die. And every evening at sundown, I ask a blessing on the town. For whether we last the night or no, I'm sure there's always touch and go. We are not wholly bad or good, who live our lives under Milkwood. And thou I know wilt be our first, to see our best side, and not our worst. Oh, let us see another day. Give us this night, I pray. And to the sun we all will bow, and say good night. But just for now.
Lily Smalls is up to no good boyo in the wash house.
And Cherry Owen, sober as a Sunday, as he is every day of the week, goes off happy on Saturday to get drunk as a deacon, as he does every night.
I always think she's got two husbands,
Says Cherry Owen.
one drunk and one sober.
And Mrs. Cherry simply says, I love my lucky woman, because I love them.
Evening, Cherry.
Evening, Sinbad.
What are you up?
Too much?
The Sailor's Arms is always open.
Sinbad suffers himself, heartbroken.
Oh, Costa, oh, yours.
Thus goes round forever until tomorrow. It is all at once night now. The windy town is a hill of windows, and the larynx waves, the lights of the lamps in the windows, call back the day and the dead that have run away to sea. All over the callings are babies and old men, are bribes and lullabies to sleep.
Unmarried girls alone in their privately bridal bedrooms, powder and curl for the dance of the wild.
They make in front of their looking glasses haughty or come-hithering faces of the young men in the street outside, the lamp-lit leaning corners who wait, the all-wants win to walk and whistle. And the drinkers in the Sailor's Arms drink the failure of the dance.
Down with the waltzing and the skipping.
Hooray! Dancing is not natural. Hooray!
Righteously, says Cherry Owen, who is just down 17 points before within Welsh bit of beer.
Farmer's Latin glimmers a spark, declaring Phil.
Killareg of Hill, writes the Reverend Jenkins in his poem room.
Craigip Hill, that mystic tumulus, that memorial of people that dwelt in the region of Craigip, before the Celts left the land of the summer, and where the old wizards made himself a wife, out of flowers.
Mr. Waldo, in his corner of the Sailor's Arms, sings,
Hooray! In Pembroke's by the cars. Six was my wage. Working sweet. 6 gave to fur and all the fair was past the gin and watercress.
Oh dear.
I did and fuck on a bib up to my chin to dine on a dish of watercress and a jug of parsnip gin. Did you ever hear a growing boy to live so cruel cheap on grub that has no flesh and bones and liquor that makes you weep? Sweep, sweep, chimney sweep. I swept through Pembroke City, palm barefoot in the snow, till a kind young woman. Oh, little chimney sweep, she said, black as the ace of spades. Oh, nobody swept my chimney sweep since my husband went his ways.
Dancing Williams.
Still dancing.
Jonah Jarvis.
Still.
Kirby Bensko.
Rosie with God, she has forgotten dying.
The dead come out at their Sunday best. Listen to the night breaking.
Organ Morgan goes to church to play the organ. He sees Bach lying on a tombstone.
Johann Sebastian!
Who?
Johann Sebastian, mighty Bach! Oh, Bach, Bach!
To hell with you.
There's Terry Owen resting on a tomb on his way home. Mr. Mogg Edwards and Miss McFlamry Price, happily apart from one another, at the top and the sea end of town, write there every night letters of love and desire.
In the warm white book of Clegg, you will find the little maps of the islands of their contentment.
Oh, my Mog, I am yours forever.
And she looks around with pleasure at a neat, never dull room which Mr. Mogg Edwards will never enter.
Come to my arms, muff fun wear.
And he hugs his lovely money to his own heart. And Mr. Waldo, drunk in the dusky wood, hugs his lovely Polygarter under the eyes and rattling tongues of the neighbours and the birds, and he does not care. He smacks his live red lips.
There's not his name that Polygarter whispers as she lies under the oak and loves him back. 6 feet deep, that name sings in the cold earth.
But I always think, as we tumble into bed, of little Willie Wee, who is dead,
As midnight darkens, a cool breeze from the crease of water sighs, the streets close, and a milk-waking wood.
The wood, whose every tree foot's cloven, is the glad black sight of hunters of lovers, is a God-built garden to Marianne sailors, who knows that there is a heaven on earth, and to the chosen people of his kind fire in Clarigive's land. That is the fair day farmhands wantoning ignorant chapel of bridesbeds, and to the Reverend Eli Jenkins.
A green-leaf sermon on the innocence of men.
The suddenly wind-shaken woods springs awake for the second dark time. This one